obviously it wasn't as bad as the public perceived it. And right now, again, it's not about the Fab Five. It's about Juwan Howard and him being the head coach and doing the best job he can.
Why is Juwan the right man for this job?
Juwan is the best guy for this job because he has a thirst for the University of Michigan. He has a passion. The thing that I can attest to from being a teammate from him is that he even at a young age, he was always a leader, a vocal coach, if you will, a player coach on the court. Always made the right decisions, always made the right plays. So for me, it's just a natural thing. This isn't like a surprise. The only surprise is that it happened the way it did. I think he's going to be an excellent coach. Again, his experience speaks for itself. His resume speaks for itself. So, again, I'm just excited to see him do work.
There's no head coaching experience on that resume. How does he overcome that?
I think, again, you're just going to be trial and error. There's going to be some mistakes made, and that's the only way that you're going to learn. You're going to have to learn on the job. He's not going to be perfect. The one thing I can say, though, is that when he does make a mistake, or if he does make a mistake, that he's going to take it and learn from it and be better for it. And it's just like coming in as a freshman player. You know, you don't know everything, even if you think you do. The biggest thing I heard from him is saying he doesn't have it either. He doesn't know it all. So a coach like that is willing to learn from the players, and I think that's what we learned from our coaching staff. They had to reach to us and say, what's the best way to play? And we kind of collaborated and came with a formula. I think that's what he's going to do here.
Is this the mending of the fence between the Fab Five and the University of Michigan?
The mending has been started. I think this will be hopefully something that I think the public will be able to point to and say that was the moment when it came together. But really, it's been going on in the worst like Warren said. We've been talking for years. We've been trying to find resolutions to do something. But now that Juwan Howard's the head coach, it just seems like it's even easier easier to have those type of conversations. So again, like I said, maybe down the road, but right now it's about building up this program.
It seemed like John Beilein always welcomed you guys back and tried to facilitate that too. Is that correct?
Absolutely. Yes, he was. I remember John Beilein's press conference. I watched it on TV, 2008, and I think no longer than just like Juwan Howard walked off the stage, maybe 5-10 minutes later, I got a phone call from John Beilein.
In terms of recruiting,
just introducing himself.
Gotcha.
Saying he's embracing us all back into the program. So it started from him day one.
Everybody's predicting great success on the recruiting trail for Juwan. Do you as well, and why do you think so?
Oh, absolutely, because he's personable. I think that he has a relatable message. Any player that is looking to be successful in this arena, Juwan has been successful at the highest level at all phases. So the knowledge that he has is something that is invaluable. So if I'm a player looking to go to the next level and play at a major university, I'm looking at someone that's been there. I'm looking at someone that has relationships, and Juwan embodies all of that. And Juwan embodies all of that.
Jimmy, when you think about 17-year-old kid now, we were born in 2002, 7 years after you, but you guys were different than most times history in terms of this cultural revolution that it was at that point. Do you still get recognized by young for the Fab Five era, I guess?
Yes. And I think today, more than anything, there's so much information out there now. You got YouTube, you got videos, you got all types of stuff where, you can see the history, you can do your homework. So there's a relatable thing. And with the Fab Five, I guess 30 for 30 documentary kind of being relevant, being shown over and over, I think that kind of gives us some kind of rapport with the younger crowd. But again, aficionados or people who really want to excel in this and do a little homework, I think, from their coaches or parents or whatever, at some time and point, the Fab Five may come up, and I think that's why we're still relevant. But now, though, I mean, it's the way I look at it. This is the new rebirth. It's we can, or he can, create a program and get the players. And like you said, he's still looking. Like, it doesn't matter, like, I'm just going to target 5-star recruits or 3-star recruits. He's going to put pieces together to make sure that he develops a program and everybody successful.
Jimmy, do you remember that? You know, he was talking about being in your living room, trying to recruit you to come to play at Michigan. Do you remember that scene? Like, talk about what he was telling you. And
I talk about it all the time. Juwan Howard recruited us when he was he was the first to sign. And I remember coming home from basketball practice, being tired, hungry, and that's when you had that one telephone that was in the kitchen that had that long cord that reached all through the house. He used to call me on that, and I used to mount to my mom, like, I'm not here. But Juwan was so relentless, and eventually he got all of us. And that's what I expect for him to do as a head coach at the University of Michigan.
Why do you feel he's the right man for the job here?
I feel Juwan's the right man because of his integrity, high standards. I think he connects well with the community, kids in particular, and he has a passion to do it. Aside from him being a part of the Fab Five and a former player here, his resume speaks for itself. I think you without having head coaching experience, being a 6-year NBA assistant coach, having multiple head coaching interviews, because he was going to get a head coaching job. I was told by multiple NBA execs that he's the #1 guy on the list. So, like he said, for him to take this position, it was, all the stars aligned, and it was a perfect opportunity for him. So I just think he'll be successful just because of his passion, his experience in the NBA, and the support that he's going to have here while he's here.
Could you just elaborate real quick, just more on his experience in the NBA and how much that's an asset?